Parents discover their daughter is a mass killer.
Dave, what did they tell you? Nothing. Okay, she was life flighted here. Yeah.
This is Natalie and John Shirilla, the parents of Mackenzie Shirilla. Just hours earlier, they were informed their daughter was involved in a devastating car accident and that she was transported by helicopter to the nearest hospital. However, what they're about to hear from this officer would change the course of their and Mackenzie's life forever.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Please say this. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dom Russo.
Okay, I feel like, bro, are you trying to get, like, that low-key pissed me off a little bit, the way the cop told him that. Because are you trying to build suspense or something? What do you think this is, bro? First, he's like, you're going to want to sit down. I can understand that part. You're going to want to sit down. Okay. But you're going to say, 2 people died. And then wait for a reply, and then not tell them who died. Bro, tell them who died, man. They're sitting there. Like, what is this? That just made me mad. Let me just...
As well as their friend Davion, were pronounced dead after the crash, making Mackenzie the suspect of a potential double murder. However, police had their doubts. Most assumed that this was simply the result of an innocent mistake on Mackenzie's behalf. But as the investigation would progress, dark and disturbing secrets would reveal this was clearly much more than just an accident.
Oh,
Do not open. You think I'm joking.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
yo. I've had a couple ladies in my life speak to me this way. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lady, not a couple, just one, actually pull up outside my crib and, like, genuinely start kicking on my window. Because my room's in the basement. So, like, to get to my window, you got to lift up this thing, and move it, and then you got to, like, knock on my my window can only be open from the inside. No one from the outside can get in. So I don't know what she was thinking was gonna happen. That's extra strong glass. You're not just gonna kick that shit in. I'm not gonna lie. Like, unless she got some big ass strong ass legs, maybe she can. But, like, it's gonna take some force to get in this bitch. She genuinely, like, went outside my window and started stomping on my shit, stomping on my shit. And I look, I see who it is. I call her phone. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's screaming at me and shit, screaming. So just really be careful with who you decide to talk to and shit, because it can definitely cost you your life. They're only 17. They're literally my age, my nigga. At least Mackenzie is. She's my age, and she did this shit. So, nigga, don't think just because you're young you're safe. Be careful who you're talking to, because these girls can be crazy.
"17-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla, her 20-year-old boyfriend
That shit look
Dominic,
loud though.
and their
That shit look whatever that's gotta be a wood. It's blurred out, but, like, I can tell by the amount of space between her fingers that's gotta be a wood, and I wish I had that shit right now. Ooh! This stream will be way better. I'll be way funnier.
friend Davion are on their way to a high school party. With Mackenzie's 18th birthday in just 2 days, the group has decided to go out and celebrate. But what seems like a normal night
Wait, what?
is their way to a high
Age 20. I didn't even peep. Yeah, sure, her birthday's in 2 days, but I'm not gonna lie, 18 and 20 is still crazy. Because think about it. This means if she just turned 18, that means it's her senior year. Assuming it's during the school year. It's her senior year of school. This nigga's 20. He graduated 2 years ago. It's not crazy where, like, I'd be like, call the cops, but it's crazy where I'd look at you and be like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna look at you a little weird, be like, you a little weird, my nigga. But, yeah.
school party. With Mackenzie's 18th birthday in just 2 days, the group has decided to go out and celebrate. But what seems like a normal night out will in a few hours turn into one of Ohio's most disturbing mysteries. At a Around 2 a.m., Mackenzie and Dominic
Oh yeah, I
are
know exactly what type of girl she is. Okay.
seen smoking at the party, and at one point, Mackenzie reportedly offers the host of the party psychedelic mushrooms. This was unlike Mackenzie, as her friends had never seen her use the substance before, let alone pass them around. At 3:30 a.m., the group leaves the party and drives to another friend's place across town. There, they hang out for a little over an hour watching South Park. By 5 a.m., Mackenzie decided it was time to go home. Strangely, she asked to drive in
5 a.m. you decide it's time to go home. Dude, at that point, just spend the night. If I'm Mackenzie, nigga, or, you know, whoever she's, you know, if I'm the nigga in the situation, Mackenzie's at my crib, I'm saying, yo, chill, just go to bed, just sleep on the couch, you know what I'm saying? You can leave in the morning, or it's already morning, but you can leave later, you know what I'm saying? You're tripping right now, go to bed. Now, obviously, you can't force anyone to do anything, so if she's like, no, and she wants to go, then she wants to go. So maybe they already tried that, but I'd at least try. That's all I'm saying.
instead of Dominic. This was unusual, but Dominic agreed. Additionally, when Davion asked for a ride, Mackenzie refused to let him in the car. After an argument, Dominic convinced her to take Davion home. All three of them would get in the car, sealing their own fate. At the intersection between Pearl and Progress Drive, CCTV spots the car making a turn off course from Davion's house. Instead of driving along Pearl Drive, the car turns onto Progress Drive, a road that ends abruptly with a brick wall. CCTV would spot the car rapidly start accelerating, going from a calm 30 to over 90 miles per hour.
Damn.
In the very last seconds, an intense turn would take place, leading the car to narrowly avoid slamming into a tree. But it would be too late, and the car would speed into the brick wall.
Okay, but why? Why did she decide to go 93 on a residential road that's not that long? Like, was it just for shits and giggles? She happened to crash and kill everyone in the car but herself, or what? Like, you know? Was it because she really didn't want Davion in her car that bad?
The car would remain undiscovered for 45 minutes, until 6:15 a.m., when a passerby on a motorcycle would discover the destroyed vehicle. About 10 minutes later, law enforcement would arrive, and through their body cams, we can witness the horrific discovery they would make.
Holy shit.
No one's breathing. Bust that window out. Alright.
Oh my god.
Who can hear my voice? Who's in here? Drivers. Video, bring it Hey. This is bad, guys. She's alive. We gotta get her out. Here, alright.
Reach up and unlock this door.
Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out. I don't feel anything.
Oh.
Feel pulse.
She's breathing. It's our stomach. Her stomach's
Oh yeah, yeah,
Her stomach is what?
Two that are gone.
yeah.
Okay.
You think her shit was like cut open?
Jesus Christ. This
Bro, look at the fucking car. Do not drive under the influence, nigga. Just because you're high, that's still a UDI or UDY or DUI. Even if you're high, that's still a DUI, okay? Keep that in mind. You drink, obviously don't drive, but you smoke, still don't drive, my nigga. No. 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 That's it. Simple as that. Especially not on
I've ever
shrooms.
seen. How old is Dominic Caruso? 17? 19? Rest in peace, buddy.
Inside the car, officers quickly confirmed two victims as deceased, 20-year-old Dominic in the front passenger seat and 19-year-old Davion in the back. But one person has survived, the driver, Mackenzie Shirella. As medics and firefighters rush to tend to the victims, investigators begin trying to understand how such a devastating crash could have happened. That's when they start uncovering alarming details.
It looks like they even went off the road up there.
they did.
But I mean, if you're hitting a building that hard, I just can't believe all the people that work up here that are up here all night long, no one heard.
They're in factory type settings,
Yeah, well,
and it's dark over here.
that's insane though. Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building because I think there's a camera on the front of that building. I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
As authorities work to save Mackenzie, the man who initially called 911 to report the incident arrives on the scene to give his side of the story.
Appreciate you giving us a call.
Yeah. Someone in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So,
That's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck, and I'm like, I ain't fucking. I don't know what's going on.
right. No, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it.
They fucking were hitting it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because I saw that front end
They definitely hit it hard. So,
fucking destroyed.
right.
All right. Well, what a way to start your Sunday. I guess better than theirs. Huh?
Right.
Who? Yo. Huh? What a way to start your Sunday. Gets better than them, huh? Fucking idiots. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Damn, nigga.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Officers would file the crash as an accident, stating that the driver appeared to have attempted to steer off course but was unable to regain control. Mackenzie was diagnosed with a condition known as POTS, which can cause dizziness and
Isn't that where, like, isn't POTS, like, it makes it hard to eat or something? Oh. POTS is a condition that causes a number of symptoms when you transition from lying down to standing up. Oh, never mind. No, I was all wrong. That's like when you have, like, low iron and shit. That's what POTS is. You know, you get up and you can faint. Huh.
fainting, something officers believed may have contributed to the crash. The presumption was that a combination of Mackenzie's medical condition and drug use had likely led to the tragic crash. However,
10 grams? Are they saying she smoked 10 grams of Za? There's no fucking way. There's no way. Is that maybe that's what maybe they found 10 grams in the car. There's no way she smoked 10 grams of fucking Za, bro.
detail worried officers. There were no signs of braking.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot, dude. So that's a shit ton, dude.
And officers would soon begin to
Especially to be
discover
driving.
why.
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him.
She was scared that she was going to make him crash the day before the actual crash.
So I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crush the car into the wall.
As police continue gathering evidence from the crash site, one officer heads to the hospital to speak with Mackenzie's parents. At this point, all they know is that their daughter was in a serious accident.
Oh, God, help me. What'd they tell you? Okay, she was life flighted here.
Bro, the worst job has to be letting people know what happened to their family. I feel like every officer's probably got to do it at some point in their career, but that has to be literally the worst shit in the world, breaking the news of a deceased person, or worse yet, breaking the news that your daughter killed 2 people. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible.
I wouldn't know that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Wait to say this. There's progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
I don't know whether, because one that we don't know. His name's Jacob. Does anyone know a Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to
See,
her.
why did it take him that long to let these 2 poor people know that their daughter's alive? Like, they're probably thinking like, oh shit, my daughter's probably dead. He didn't, like, why did it take him that long? Okay, maybe it's difficult to do. I don't know. I just feel like I would have been like, there's 2 people dead in the vehicle, your daughter's alive. I feel like I would have said that. And then I would have said everything else. He said all the extra shit, and then he said the main shit at the end.
Okay, your daughter's alive. Okay, your daughter's alive. She was driving. Okay.
Who's that? Jacob and who?
I think. What's the name you said?
Dom?
Might be.
Oh my God.
Stop.
What's his relation to you? Okay. Yeah, then Dom was in the car.
Stop. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
It's right now. It's ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor. So are drugs.
Dom is dead? Dom is dead? Is that what you're saying to me? Look at me. Is Dom is dead?
There's no easy way for me me to say anything right now, man. This is a serious situation.
Dom with curly. It's the same Dom. Maybe it's a different Dom. It could be a different Dom. Might be a different Dom.
What's that?
Does she know about their third?
No, I left. We're gonna keep it that way for. Okay, she's getting worked on now. Okay. Full transparency here. There's drugs in the car. She had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the band-aid off. Okay. Drugs in the car.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect her parents to look like this. Like, her parents look like two regular, hardworking individuals based on what I'm seeing. When I see a white girl with long lashes facing 5 blunts and taking shrooms, I assume that her father's not in the picture and her mom's probably strung out. That's just my first assumption, but I was completely wrong. So now, this video is making me more open-minded, not gonna lie.
In and out of consciousness. Should be fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD.
Damn.
I know she has a severe leg injury. But like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
Mackenzie was the only one in the car wearing a seatbelt, which was...
Wear your fucking seatbelt. Y'all be in the car with my homies and shit, and they're just not wearing a seatbelt, or they'll like buckle the seatbelt behind them. Why? Like, do you get cool points? Do you feel more comfortable? You get to move around a little bit more? Like, are you sliding like across the fuck? Are you sliding your ass across the back seat? Back there with no seatbelt on? What are you doing? Like, why not? Are you just wearing it because are you not wearing a seatbelt because people tell you to wear the seatbelt and you're like, I'm a fucking rebel? Like, for what, bro? For what reason are you not wearing a seatbelt? I never understood that. I never understood that. Shit, even me personally, not only do I put on my seatbelt, I'll like pull the belt all the way and then let go so that it gets stuck across my chest. I don't know if y'all know what I mean. But like, you pull it all the way and you let it go back into the thing, and then like it doesn't move. So if you crash, like you're not going forward, you know, you're stuck. I wear it like that personally. That's me though. Even like especially if I'm driving, I can't drive for shit.
Why she was the sole survivor. If her intention had been suicide, it's unlikely she would have taken that precaution. This detail would later become important to the investigation.
Yeah, that probably saved her life. 100% saved her life.
She had a seatbelt on.
I don't believe the others did.
Mackenzie's parents would take the news relatively well, relieved their daughter had survived. But officers now faced a much harder task, telling Dominic's parents. Remember, at this point, they didn't even know their son had been in an accident, let alone that he had passed away.
So in their eyes, she's just like missing or something.
Hi,
or
Christine.
There's a chance that they're not. I mean, the kids were out at like 5 in the morning. For all they know, they might just be like, "Oh, Dom's out with his friends right now." That's it. This is about to be bad.
Hey, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah. Hey, there was an incident that we believe Dominic may be involved.
What?
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God!
Yeah. Christine.
Sit down.
Just sit down. Go ahead, take a seat. So,
you know what time it happened at?
No, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Oh, what, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went...
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front, and then they hit the building.
Did they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead. My son's dead. Another kid's dead. And the girl's in the hospital.
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
I mean, another family member or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf?
No. This is a fucking nightmare. Hey, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15
6:30, yeah.
When came upon and passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is fucking horrible.
Imagine like trying to go to work the next week. I mean, what do you do as a parent? Do you just stop? I mean, he might have other kids or something. You can't just stop going to work. Fuck, prayers to these families, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she naked or you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know. So
What a fucking nightmare.
3 weeks would pass, time that Mackenzie would spend in the hospital recovering. Her condition would improve significantly, eventually allowing her to leave and return to her normal life. The community mourned the tragic loss of Dominic and Davion, and expressed sympathy for Mackenzie, who had just gone through the trauma of losing both her boyfriend and a close friend. But soon, strange things about Mackenzie would start to surface.
When everyone knows me not for my popularity, but for my horrible reputation. This is fucking cringe. She's giving like, this video right here gives like, I want to be crazy. Like, you know when a girl tells you that she's crazy, the girls that tell you they're crazy are the least crazy. They're the most sane girls in the world. They're the most sane girls in the world. They would not hurt a fly. Those are the ones that say they're crazy. But I guess she's she's an exception. She's an exception.
In the weeks that followed, it seems Mackenzie thought everyone concluded the crash as a tragic accident and nothing further. Mackenzie would never attend Dominic or Davion's funerals. On social media, she would brag about her drug use, claiming she could, quote, do more drugs than anyone and still live. And then, on a...
Okay, fucking badass. I'll overdose before you, I guess. Good thing I'm not taking the drugs you take. Good thing I would never take anything that you take. Like, what type of flex is that? Ha, I could pop more Xanax than you. Well, I'm good. I don't need any. The fuck? I could snort more lines than you. I'm not snorting one. I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about? Bitch, you're crazy. Huh?
October 31st, 2022, Mackenzie would go to her first party.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, this dress right here on the right is bogus as shit. This is a bogus. This shit look like, what is this, tape? It literally looks like someone just walked around her with tape for a long ass time. That has to be tape. I'm not tripping. There's no way she paid for that.
The crash, and her costume for the night would be a detailed corpse with fake blood smeared across her mouth.
Let my daughter think she's leaving my fucking crib in this fucking fit. Let my daughter think she's going to any Halloween party in this fucking fit.
Mackenzie's parents even went public to defend her outfit, saying she, quote, deserved to have some fun after the accident. There also appeared to be a mysterious source of income. Mackenzie was spending thousands of undocumented dollars on designer clothing, and she wasn't hiding it either, openly bragging about it online. But lucky for Mackenzie,
She's kind of not smart though. More than you. More than you. I think she means more than you. There should be an A, not an E, not more than you. More than you. But you know, that's just me. I'm just saying. Just a little bit of English lessons from Xavier.
Either openly bragging.
How much do you think she paid for this Versace bag that I could find an exact replica of for like $30 at like a regular mall? I mean, obviously without the Versace logo. This bag is just not a nice bag. If you're gonna get Versace, get a nice Versace bag. This shit is kind of whack.
About it online. But lucky for Mackenzie, this strange behavior still wasn't enough for police to launch a full investigation. However, that would all change when Dominic's family came to the police with a video taken from Dominic's phone. A clip recorded just 10 days before the crash, one that would change everything. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about the best earbuds I've ever...
Are you fucking serious? To put an ad on a video like this is low-key crazy in my opinion.
Office. Oh, the link is in the description below. Thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring. Now, let's get back to what the investigators uncovered. At this point, officers already had a growing list of suspicions about Mackenzie, but it would be one video submitted by Dominic's parents.
Hold on. Do I look child? Actually, nah, I look pretty good. All right, let's get back to the video.
Filmed by Dominic himself just 10 days before the crash that would turn the entire case on its head.
Dom, if you do not open, like, you think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. Like, I'm dead ass. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
This was a short snippet from a 15-minute video where Mackenzie clearly...
What do you think she did, or what do you think she did or would have did if or when he opened the door? Like, do you think he would open the door and she was just like, oh, I missed you, and hugged him and shit? Or do you think he would open the door and, like, got his ass beat? Like, what do you think? What do you think she wanted him to open the door so bad for? I guess we'll see.
And continuously threatens Dominic. But this wasn't all. Dominic's family would show even more disturbing material, including text messages confirming she had threatened to kill Dominic. This was enough for officers to reopen the case, now investigating it as a planned double homicide.
At this point, this is a homicide investigation, and so we are trying to show that she intentionally drove the car into the wall.
Shortly after the investigation began, police would begin interviewing several of Mackenzie Chirella's friends, family members, and individuals from the community. This would prove to be very insightful. Officers would first bring Tyler, Mackenzie's former boyfriend, in. Unfortunately, his accounts would...
Do you think he was already wearing that jacket when they asked him to come, or do you think he put on his flyest fucking coat to come here? Like, do you think he was like, let me put on my fly, like, this is my flyest shit. I look like fucking K-Flock, I don't know, big ass red coat. Who wears some shit like this? I think he put that on because he knew he was coming here. I'm just saying.
Only serve to deepen their concerns.
You understand, you're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you. How long were you guys in a relationship, you and her?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, like probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably like a month and a half or like 2 months, and then me and Dom that she was cheating on us basically, but
and that nigga Dom decided to fucking stay with her. Rest in peace, Dom. Respect yourself. Nigga, never. I've done it. I've done it though, so I can't even say shit. But I can say shit though, because I've learned from my experience. Never, bro. Never.
it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't no hard feelings like with whatever happened. I just kind of was like, after me and Dom found out about that, we didn't have no problems with each other or nothing, but like they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off because we were all still in the friend group and stuff. So, and then we kind of just like stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying, and we're just friends.
So describe the relationship. What was it? What was she like as your girlfriend?
Like, I don't really have much with her relationship wise because we didn't date that long, but like friend wise, like she was crazy. Like
she like mentally just not all there. I mean,
yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. Like I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told.
Like, okay, she might have. Do you believe in voodoo? Me personally, not really. Cause like I've had a girl, the same girl that cheated on me actually, told me that she did voodoo on me, and shit. When I forgave her, she was like, "Well, honestly, I did voodoo on you, so I knew you would never leave." And when she told me that shit, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm definitely about to cheat on this bitch with everybody. And that's exactly what I did. I was with her and I cheated on her. And then I left. And, you know, that's why I don't believe in voodoo. Maybe her telling me, though, broke the curse. Who knows? I don't know.
Told people that she's put a spell on him so that he couldn't break up with her, that she had, like, grabbed a piece of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she had literally put a spell on him, is what she would tell everyone. And, like, she truly believed in that kind of stuff, and she also uses the pendulum, I know, to try to get answers. She tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think Mackenzie has it in her to drive a car into a wall? I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she has it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive the car into the wall and not feel nothing, you know, like I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. Like, I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time, not lucky to have survived that because like she killed 2 people. If that was what she was trying to do, but it's like I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
By now, a far darker picture of Mackenzie's actions was beginning to take place. This is when
You know what? Now that I think about it, I know a girl that's. I'm not saying that this girl's the same as this girl, and I'm not saying nothing like that. So don't take this offensive or in any way. But I do know a girl who kind of looks like her and is low key a little bit, not all the way there, and that shit makes me a little bit scared. I mean, we don't talk no more. Like, she stopped talking to me, but still. In fact, I told a story time about her before, and she found out. That shit was scary. She texted me about it. When she found out, she was cussing me out, dude. But I was like, fuck it, bitch. I already posted it. I think I ended up taking it down, though. Not because of her. Just, I ended up taking it down later. But, yeah.
Friends who had attended the party would come forward to police, claiming they had evidence that, in their view, proved the crash was no accident at all.
I want to show you.
Oh no, explain it.
So this is when they were going down Progress Drive, and then you know how there was like tire tracks before it, like on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those 2 rocks and went right into the sign, the side of it. She went right into that wall.
Right.
No, so you can see like the hard braking was right at the wall, and then her high speed
was after the hard braking.
Was 90 miles per hour.
It looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to go straight into a wall. And it doesn't say she hard broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road.
Damn.
And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history, that they were fighting. I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
While the statements were deeply concerning, investigators still didn't have enough concrete evidence to determine Mackenzie's intent. Without a documented pattern of behavior, it was still possible the crash had been a drug-induced accident. But that changed during an interview with Dominic's brother, who provided detectives with crucial information about Dominic and Mackenzie's turbulent relationship.
Oh shit.
The following video includes talk of self-harm. Viewer discretion is advised.
Trigger warning.
You mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy, like what kind of crazy?
Like, there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to word for word. There was an instance literally a couple days before the crash that she was hitting him on the highway while driving, and he had to pull his car over on the side of the highway, not in a very safe parking spot either, and have somebody else come pick them up and drive the car home because he was scared that she was going to make him crash. And that was just prior to the day before the actual crash.
He didn't have to do that. What I probably would have did was pull over like he did and say, bitch, get out. Are you crazy? Get the fuck out my car. Not are you crazy? You are crazy. Get the fuck out my car. You think I'm about to call someone else and help you get a ride and all this? Leave my car. Oh, can you come over here and drive my car, and then I'll bring you back, and then we'll drop her off and do all this extra shit when I can just kick her out on the side of the road and leave? Fuck this bitch.
Apparently, just days before the crash, Mackenzie had threatened Dominic's life, saying she would crash the car they were in. Dominic's brother continued the interview by giving officers a compelling motive for why the crash may have been intentional.
You're going 94 miles an hour. You don't have a very fast car to begin with. You were stomping that gas pretty much that whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in and slam on the brakes. But to my knowledge, she went straight into it. Off of what I know, and off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. They kept not like working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Kenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom. And if she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty much let that be known.
Mackenzie's actions after the crash were also of concern to police. On August 6th, only a week after the incident, police would be called to Mackenzie's house by her father. There, he would make concerning statements. While there is no footage of the incident, the officer that was called out would retell the strange incident in an interview.
Sarge, I want to ask you first about August 6th. If you recall, that's the day you guys were dispatched to Mackenzie Sharilla's room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out and we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly and word for word what he said. I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical. He was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because, she wanted the lady to go to the funerals.
During this interaction, it became clear that Mackenzie was deeply upset with her father. Despite creating a shrine for Dominic, regularly posting on his Facebook memorial page, and wearing his clothes, her father hadn't allowed her to attend Dominic's funeral. It appeared that Mackenzie was truly mourning his death. But around this time, police managed to gain access to her phone. What they uncovered didn't just explain her mysterious source of income, it also hinted at something far more disturbing.
Oh shit.
After decrypting Mackenzie's phone, investigators discovered several photos of her posing with large sums of cash, despite having no document.
How the fuck? I saw this picture earlier, but I didn't really say nothing. Is that not like $100,000? Look, whoever this girl is, or dude, whoever this is in the passenger seat, or no, that's the driver's seat. It could be flipped. I don't know. Whoever this is right here, dude, that's all hundreds. That's like 6, 7 bands. Broke. Oh my God, I've never seen this much money yet. I've never seen this much money yet. How the fuck?
Job or known source of legitimate income. They also found fake IDs, seemingly intended to help her pass as an adult. But most concerning was a Snapchat conversation dated July 22nd, 2022, in which Mackenzie quoted $1,000 for pictures and $2,500 for an in-person meeting to do, quote, anything you want. Taken together, the materials painted a deeply troubling picture. On top of this, her phone revealed numerous examples of reckless driving. Videos showed her speeding, smoking marijuana behind the wheel, recording Snapchats while distracted, crashing during a practice run and laughing about it, letting go of the steering wheel, and even bragging about driving recklessly. But in November, detectives would discover evidence far beyond any reasonable doubt.
So she was flexing about being a
After
fucking
analyzing
idiot.
Mackenzie's phone location data, investigators were able to retrace her movements in the days leading up to the crash. That's when they made a dark discovery. Just days before the incident, Mackenzie had driven down the exact same road 7 times, heading straight towards the same brick wall. She had practiced the route.
This game, you're not ready for it.
That is insanity. That is insanity. To plan it for days, to do it 7 times, to think about it for over 24 hours and still decide to do it is insanity. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Have I thought about someone? Yes. But have I ever seriously considered it? I'm really about to act on this. I'm really, really, really about to do this. No. Never. No. The thought is flashed by my head. Yes. But would I ever actually act on it? Probably not, unless I'm in harm's way. So I don't know how some people do shit like this. I really don't, bro. I guess it's probably for the money. The money has to, they wouldn't bring up the money unless it has something to do with it. So we'll see.
Officers believed they had gathered enough evidence to prove Mackenzie had planned the murders. On November 4th, 2022, more than 3 months after the incident, officers were dispatched to arrest 18-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla.
Where's she?
Right back there, pal.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it.
Recording. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
Like, bro.
Damn right by the black mat.
What's your first name? Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need like all the jewelry and everything from off, okay?
I can't wear any of it.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
Mackenzie's parents would soon find out about her arrest and immediately drive to the police station and desperately confront the police. But it would all be too late.
I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. How you guys did this on the weekend is just, well, all you have to do is go, hey, there's a warrant for, we would have brought her right down here with no problem. She hit it. Unbelievable. I mean, she's 18.
So the warrant was issued today, so we had...
Well, you could have made a phone call, couldn't you? You had your creeper out in front of my yard watching.
So, she can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now.
Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter so she understands what her, not to say anything to you guys. I mean,
Whatever was it,
BPD had to
whatever
roll
was
out the whole mass to pick up an 18-year-old girl who could hardly walk out of a hospital visit. It's just beyond me.
So we follow the law, and that's what we're doing today.
Am I gonna be allowed to have a 2-minute conversation with her?
You cannot talk to her while she's here.
Why doesn't she get a
Well,
phone
she has
call? If
legal
you arrest her, why don't
representatives.
she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her as soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call. She will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she could speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18.
Well-
And these guys are gonna take advantage of her. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm
Listen,
telling you that
her
from
attorney
lawyer.
can call us.
Don't ask her any questions. She's not allowed to speak to you.
Her parents don't want Mackenzie to talk and demand a lawyer is present. Mackenzie is going to need that lawyer, as she's going to have to face the consequences of her actions in a court of law. She's tried as an adult and decides not to be tried by jury, leaving her fate to a judge. Despite the defense's claims that she lost consciousness, the evidence against her proves this claim was a lie, and the prosecution believes she crashed the car as an easy way out of the relationship. The judge agreed, and on August 14th, 2023, Mackenzie's fate was finally sealed.
This is the type of evidence you can never unsee. You can never forget the visual or audio of this exhibit. It is chilling and tragic. As you review that exhibit, you know that you are watching the oncoming deaths of two people, and there's nothing that will stop it. Exhibit 802 crystallizes the deadly decision-making of the defendant. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. The mission was death. Mackenzie alone decided to push the pedal to the floor and demand the ultimate speed of that vehicle to 90 to 100 miles per hour. Mackenzie decided death was the ultimate goal that day, and she alone made that decision for Dominic and Davion, and she continuously acted in a manner to achieve her purpose. In the early morning hours of July 31st, 2022, her purpose was to kill Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
On August 14th, Mackenzie was found guilty on 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 1 count of drug possession, and 1 count of possessing criminal tools. She's
God.
facing 15 years to life and is currently being held in the
15
Ohio
to life.
Reformatory for Women. Her first opportunity for parole will come in October of 2037.
Elliot
15 to life. 15 to life. She's 18 years old. What's that? 32? 33. 33. She can get out at 33, assuming she gets to 15. That. Oof. I feel like her being so young and having no previous criminal history and clearly needing some type of mental evaluation, all 3 of those things together probably lightened her sentence. That was some chilling shit. That was some chilling shit. That was pretty bad, bro.